In the dark hours of April 26, 1986, an unthinkable catastrophe unfolded in the heart of Ukraine. In the town of Pripyat, just a stone's throw away from the colossal Chernobyl nuclear power plant, a nightmarish incident was about to transpire. Brace yourself as I take you on a journey through some of the most chilling and spine-tingling facts surrounding the Chernobyl accident. The accident took place at the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant in present-day Ukraine during a late-night safety test in the reactor 4. Due to a combination of design flaws and operator errors, an uncontrolled reaction caused a massive power surge, leading to a steam explosion in the reactor core. The explosion released a substantial amount of radioactive materials into the atmosphere. It is estimated that the Chernobyl accident released around 400 times more radioactive material than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima in 1945. The release of radioactive materials had severe health consequences for those exposed to high radiation doses. The initial explosion resulted in the immediate deaths of 2 plant workers. In the following weeks and months, numerous emergency responders and plant workers suffered acute radiation sickness. The long-term effects include an increased risk of cancer, particularly thyroid cancer, among the affected population. The radioactive fallout from Chernobyl contaminated a vast area, primarily in Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. The soil, vegetation, and water sources were significantly affected. The contamination spread across Europe and was detected in various countries, causing concerns about food safety and environmental pollution. Following the explosion, Reactor 4 caught fire, leading to the release of even more radioactive particles into the atmosphere. The graphite moderator within the reactor core burned for 10 days, exacerbating the release of radioactive materials. The Chernobyl accident had a significant impact on the local wildlife and ecosystem. The radiation exposure caused mutations and abnormalities in animals, including deformities, reduced fertility, and shortened lifespans. Despite the high radiation levels, some species have managed to adapt and thrive in the contaminated area, leading to an intriguing scientific study of how wildlife copes with radiation. One of the most striking health effects of the Chernobyl accident was the sharp increase in thyroid cancer cases, particularly among children and adolescents. The release of radioactive iodine-131, which was concentrated in the thyroid gland, led to an elevated risk of thyroid cancer. Extensive screening and treatment programs have been implemented to address this health issue. While the exclusion zone remains largely uninhabited, there have been efforts to resettle parts of the affected area. In certain zones with lower radiation levels, people have been allowed to return, although strict monitoring and restrictions still apply. Additionally, initiatives have been undertaken to promote ecological recovery and conservation in the region. The Chernobyl accident also had wide-ranging socio-political implications. It exposed the risks associated with nuclear power and led to debates about its usage, safety, and long-term consequences. The accident played a role in shaping public opinion on nuclear energy and influenced policy decisions regarding nuclear power plant construction, safety regulations, and energy diversification. Even decades after the accident, monitoring and research efforts continue to assess the environmental, health, and societal impacts of the Chernobyl disaster. Scientists study the persistence of radiation in the environment, the effects on wildlife populations, and the long-term health outcomes for affected individuals. These studies contribute to our understanding of the long-term consequences of nuclear accidents and inform future mitigation strategies.